My God, I hate drugs.
May binaril dito, may binaril. Di umano, si Vice daw, si Vice. Tubig nga, tubig.
Is facing. Among them are President Duterte's recent tirades against the church and God himself, the visa issues of Australian missionary sister Patricia Fox, and the outcome of their meeting with police officials about priest killings. The bishops are expected to issue a statement at the end of the three-day meeting on Monday. Outside the venue of the CBCP's plenary assembly, some groups held a small program. They're seeking justice for slain priests Mark Ventura, Tito Paez, and Richmond Nilo. President Duterte has been criticized in recent weeks for his statement referring to a stupid God and repeatedly questioning Christian doctrines. President Duterte and CBCP President Romulo Valles are set to meet also on Monday. President Duterte is once again challenging the faithful, this time about God's existence. In his own words, Duterte says he will step down from the presidency if they have witnessed that their God exists.
And if there is any one of you there, the noisy ones, who would say that you have been to heaven, talk to God, so him personally, and that he exists, the God that is yours. And if that is true, I will step down the presidency. Pero ito kasing ibang reliyon, kung talagang tumutulong ka sa tao, bakit humingi ka ng pera sa tao?
Duterte clarifies he is a believer of a supreme God but questions some acts of religious sects, including the practice of donation. Tensions rose anew after Duterte called God stupid. Malacanang, however, claims that it was just a response to 2 years' worth of attacks from the church. In other news, President Duterte warns his cabinet members will be held liable if the administration's key projects will be delayed or end up faulty. More from our correspondent, Rex Remitio.
Wala akong nakitang daan dito sa Pilipinas na natapos on time na hindi pudos ng graft and corruption.
President Duterte will implement a new policy starting Saturday. He will hold cabinet members responsible for delayed or faulty projects. The president has earlier expressed impatience at the slow pace of infrastructure projects, especially in the countryside.
So I would like to call the attention of the secretaries, especially Secretary Villar, that if there is any slippage of any work of any kind by the national government, if you delay or if I see tomorrow, beginning tomorrow, and you're all invited to see me in Malacañang.
The administration is now embarking on an ambitious build infrastructure program. The economic team is under pressure to roll out or at least approve 75 projects worth 9 trillion pesos. But as of May 2018, the President, his cabinet, and the central bank have approved only 35 of the 75 projects. In the premiere episode of CNN Philippines Business Roundup on Friday, Socio-Economic Planning Secretary Ernesto Perña vows to approve the rest within 4 years.
We are going to process about maybe another 30 or even 40 before the end of this administration. For NEDA board approval.
While approving a project is one thing, making it visible to the public is another. Of the 35 approved projects, 16 are estimated to be completed by 2022. The other 19 will be completed beyond the President's term. But Perña tells CNN Philippines they are aiming to complete the construction of 32 projects before the end of the President's term. These are on top of the almost 5,000 minor projects like widening of roads nationwide.
Can we actually afford to go at a faster pace?
Well, our analysis shows that we can. In fact, we want to finish as even more than 32 projects by the end of this administration.
The government have put up a task force that will spot bottlenecks in the implementation of projects and resolve them as soon as possible. Market analyst Nisha Alicer tells the investing public this is the best time to go for infrastructure stocks. This despite the stock market falling into historical lows of below 7,200 points and might even go further down to a support level of 6,700. Rex Remitio, CNN Philippines.
Moving on to entertainment news, mark your calendars. The story of one of the most celebrated wartime heroes in Philippine history will soon hit cinemas. Paolo Avellino brings life to Goyo, or Gregorio del Pilar, one of the youngest generals during the Philippine-American War. This is the sequel to the 2015 historical biopic General Luna. Speaking to CNN Philippines, Paolo and director Gerald Tarog share why it's important for Filipinos to learn the story of Goyo.
For me, a millennial myself, it could speak to the millennials in a way where they could relate, because most of us are given like so much responsibilities, and we actually don't know what to prioritize or how to handle things or what to focus on. We tend to be like what Goyo was then, kalat. I mean, we try to do everything at the same time. Another thing is, to know more about this side of our history that wasn't really taught to us in school.
Yeah.
Ikaw, Direk. What's the one big thing we should learn from Goyo, actually?
May isang element dun sa storyline about analyzing yourself and what's important to you. So parang in a way para siyang critical thinking, an encouragement for people to think critically. So may ganun siya kasi yung buhay ni Goyo that time, he was sort of like ano siya ni Aguinaldo, parang right hand man siya ni Aguinaldo.
Yeah.
So dumating siya sa point na kailangan niyang pag-isipang mabuti kung pakakawalan niya ba yung ego niya, lahat ng importante sa kanya, yung
Posisyon,
glory, yes.
lahat, diba?
Yan. And para i-sacrifice niya yung sarili niya para sa bayan.
Goyo hits theaters September 5. Turning kids' basketball dreams into reality doesn't come easy, but with guidance from their parents and support from the private sector, nourishing their ambition is now possible. Take a look.
Getting ready. Basketball is ingrained in almost every Filipino boy who grew up in a neighborhood with even just a makeshift hoop or court. On afternoons, they would grab a ball and go outside, practice dribbling, do crossovers, and master three-pointers. Most dream of playing for the big leagues one day. Kids like Gabriel, Philip, and Dwayne.
Wala 6 years old po lang, naglalaro na po ako ng basketball. Masaya po ako pag nagpa-basketball. Saka po, pangarap ko maging basketball player.
Kapag bakasyon, sumasali po kami sa mga liga kung saan-saan. Pag nakakalaro ko yung iba, mas lalo pa akong gumagaling. Nakakumpiyansa ko yung sarili ko.
Behind every basketball kid is a basketball dad. Anthony makes it a point to get his kids active whether school is in or out.
Nandun ako tuwing gusto nilang maglaro. Jogging kami, 2 to 3 hours, tapos uwi sa bahay. Pagdating sa bahay, trabahong bahay naman yung aming pinag-uusapan. Gaya ni Gabriel, marunong maghugas, marunong magsaing, marunong magluto ng ulam. Naging self-confident siya sa sarili niya na kaya nang gawin. Anong gusto niyang gawin?
Tuto ako ng basketball dahil sa mga kapitbahay namin at ituruan ako ng kuya ko at sarili ko. Yung 8 to 9 years old ako, hindi daw masyado ako marunong, hindi nila ako pinapasali. Sinabi ko sa sarili ko, kaya ko to. Gusto ko talagang lalakas at pagdating ng araw, nakikita na ako sa TV, sa PBA. Nagpapalagi sa akin ang lolo ko at saka lola kasi ang papa ko patay na at ang mama ko nandun sa abroad.
Despite the challenges, Dwayne perseveres. He brings this winning attitude to Milo Barangay Liga, where kids like him learn what it takes to succeed and make little victories.
Pangarap ko maging PBA player para sumikat at magkaroon ng adaming fans at magkapera para makatulong sa pamilya.
Watch the full story on CNN Philippines Presents Barangay Liga tonight at 8. When the newsroom returns, Maria Lourdes Sereno warns against charter change, and Mr. Pure Energy Gary Valenciano opens up about his health.